Hey everybody, welcome back. In this video, you're going to learn every single thing that you need to know about HUNTSTOCK.
A new bow, new camo, a 3-day pass to HUNTSTOCK, and I'm going to shoot a giant. This year will be the year that I see a deer, my first deer.
This video is designed to answer any question that you could possibly have about HUNTSTOCK leading into the HUNTSTOCK event weekend. So please watch all the way through. If you have any other additional questions, put them down in the comments. All right, so first things first, this is the venue t-shirt. We made 500 of these, limited edition. Every year of HUNTSTOCK as it continues, we're going to come up with a new design and release some limited edition shirts. You'll see here we got a nice big buck, a nice big mature buck, and a little buck with 1 point. That's all by design, because as the years progress throughout HUNTSTOCK, the t-shirts and the stickers, we got stickers with these designs too, car decals. This design is going to evolve, maybe keep the same mature buck, but that younger buck is going to gain a point every year, so there's continuity between the stickers, the shirts, and any of the merch that you might buy. Could be a cool collectible. If this thing gets to where I want it to be in 10 years, it'll be cool to look back and say, man, I had that first shirt, that first sticker, and starting to build a little collection. So I think these are pretty cool. Reminder, you can get tickets at the door. We prefer to you to get them online if you can. Reserve your tickets. Saturday tickets are selling really fast, so if you really want to be there on Saturday, I would encourage you to get tickets. Get online, hit the link in the bio. Our new tickets sales are being done through Ticket Leap, so that link is there. You can find it in my Instagram as well. Now, we'll do an update the night before HUNTSTOCK and let people know if, how many tickets are still available, and if it's looking like it's going to be a sellout or whatever, we'll update you on the Friday night before HUNTSTOCK. Friday tickets are $40, Saturday tickets are $40, Sunday tickets are only $30. So if you haven't bought Sunday tickets yet, get online, buy them, or pick them up when you come to the HUNTSTOCK door. Get yourself a 3-day pass to HUNTSTOCK. It's going to be the best value. You get 3 days for $80. You have pretty much the same programming every day with minor changes, and that'll also allow you to find time to get out there, enjoy the 3D archery course. It's a 20 target course. Should only take you probably about 2 hours to do. Look at the scheduling, look at the seminars, find out who you want to watch, and if you have to leave and go shoot the course during a time where there's a seminar of somebody you want to watch, everybody who's delivering a seminar is delivering 2 seminars, so one on a different day or at a different time. So you can check the schedules and plan your 3D archery shoot around that. Adult tickets are $40, $80 for a 3-day pass, $30 on Sunday. Under 12, so 0 through 11 will get in for free. Kids under 12, free. We now have over $20,000 worth of door prizes. It may even be closer to $25,000. Bunch of awesome door prizes. You can find the full list in the Ticket Leap details section, which is in the bio here, or my Instagram. Click the link, go to Ticket Leap, check out the details. The full list of all the door prizes available are there. But just to remind you of a couple of them: Hoyt bow, an elite archery bow, a Woodman arms, 10 subscriptions to OnX, 3 sets of First Light camo. We've got Vortex donating 2 pairs of binos and 2 rangefinders, a Weber Smokefire grill that retails at $1,400, a Weber Smokefire grill that retails at $1,100, an Xsprit e-bike, WTF camo, Vail camo is donating some camo sets. They're also donating some blinds. Yokohama tires donating a set of 4 tires 3 times over, so 12 tires. The door prizes are awesome. We spent a lot of time getting door prizes committed. Any person 12 years or older will get a door prize ticket for every day that they come through the doors at HUNTSTOCK. Check the Ticket Leap details again for the times that the door prizes will be drawn. You will have to be there for the door prize drawing, so make sure you're going to be there, and if you're not, find a proxy, somebody to give your ticket to that'll hold it and be able to claim a prize for you. So everybody who enters the door as a paying ticket holder will get 1 ticket for door prizes, but there are other ways that you can get door prize tickets as well. If you shoot the 3D archery course, that's $25 to shoot the course. Have an awesome time out there. You'll also get 1 additional ticket for shooting the course. We'll have the HUNTSTOCK merch booth, which will have the limited edition shirts. It's going to have the stickers. It's going to have koozies, a couple different types of koozies. The green ones will have some camo ones, and there will be some Hunt Suburbia podcast merch in there too. We've got 2 different shirts there and 2 different sweatshirts. So go over to the HUNTSTOCK merchandise section, and for every $20 you spend in the HUNTSTOCK merch, you'll get another additional ticket. So you spend $100 over there, you're going to get 5 additional door prize tickets. The door prizes, again, you heard the list. You can go look at it in the ticket leaf details. They're incredible. Friday, the doors open at 12. Festival's going to close around 8:30. 3D shooters are going to have to be back before dark, so we have cutoff times. You can see that in the ticket leaf details section too. But if you're going to shoot 3D, there is a last knock time listed in the ticket leap, and you must get out on course and start your shoot before then, and you got to finish well before dark. Festival times, Friday 12 to 8:30, Saturday 9 a.m. the doors open all the way to 8:30, Sunday 9 a.m. And doors are going to close at 5. Get there early, park, get lined up, because if you want to shoot the 3D archery course, you might want to get that out of the way on Friday or early on Saturday so that you can plan out what seminars you're going to watch and the other things that you're going to be doing at HUNTSTOCK. Make sure you look at the schedule and kind of build out and plan an itinerary so you get the most out of all the programming that we have at HUNTSTOCK. Food and beverage. We're going to have food trucks. There will be a bar that will serve alcohol if you're 21 plus, but it'll also have soft drinks and water and non-alcoholic beer. And drink responsibly on site. Have a good time. HUNTSTOCK is supposed to be a party and a gathering and a fun time for all of us hunters to get together, but make sure that you have a DD. Please support the venue, drink responsibly, and have fun. Oh, that's a good time to remind people that when you are checking in and you're either showing us at registration your tickets that you bought online, which we will check, just bring an ID, that's where you're going to buy your 3D archery wristband. You need to show it to the starter, Jerry, in order to shoot the course, and we'll give that to you when you pay us for 3D archery at check-in. Now, if you go to buy a drink at the bar, that wristband's going to get cut off, and you're not going to be able to get out on course. So if you're planning on drinking, having a good time at HUNTSTOCK, it'll have to be after you shoot the 3D course. So again, that's why I say build an itinerary, make a plan, and really plan out your weekend at HUNTSTOCK. The 3D course is sponsored by Easton and Delta McKenzie. Thank you very much for believing in HUNTSTOCK here in the first year. There's going to be a great variety of targets, a variety of different difficulties. Jerry Lemire has built an awesome course. It's 20 targets by design. We don't want to do the standard 30 targets because we want you to be able to come back into the festival area, experience all that awesome programming, and not spend too much time away from that main hub. And that's kind of what HUNTSTOCK was built around, is this hub, this learning experience, this networking, this party in the festival area. We do know that people love 3D archery, and it's a big part of our heritage here in the Northeast, and as archers, it's a lot of fun. But we are not trying to become the next big 3D archery event. We want to be the best possible festival experience event for hunters that there is. So go out, enjoy the 3D archery course, but get back into the festival area, enjoy the seminars. So a little bit about the 3D archery course. Jerry Lemire designed it, sponsored by Easton and Delta McKenzie. So we've got a variety of awesome targets from them. We've got a variety of different scenarios, some steep canyon shots. You are going to have to do some traversing. You're going to have to do some climbing, little basic, climbing up some steep hills. So make sure that you dress appropriately if you plan to shoot the course. Wear boots, wear some hunting boots with some traction. Maybe bring some more comfortable shoes to change into after. If you're like me, bring your Crocs. And you can, after you're done shooting, go back to your car and get your Crocs. Make sure you got good footwear so that you're comfortable out there, so that you can get up those steep areas. There's not a lot of them, but there is some. We wanted to make it a little bit challenging, a little bit fun, get off course. At the same time, we cut lanes. It's not going to be like you're bushwhacking. You will have to cross a stream or two here and there. So maybe, bring rubber boots. We'll also have some mats, and we made sure the stream crossings are on, dry areas where there's a bunch of rocks sticking up. But just make sure that, you're prepared for what the course may throw at you. It's a lot of fun. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. And that goes back into, let's talk a little bit about the scoring system that we're introducing at HUNTSTOCK. So, like to be a little bit different with everything. If you are super into 3D archery, you take it really seriously, you like the way that courses are scored already, by all means, you can continue to score that way. You don't have to score the way that this new scoring system we're introducing, but I encourage you to. You can score both ways, so all right, here's your HUNTSTOCK score, and here is, what my official score would be if I shot it anywhere else. The official way that we're doing it for HUNTSTOCK is in a way that's similar to golf. So we have a front 10 and a back 10, whereas golf has a front 9 and a back 9. Every target that you shoot at, you're going to have the rings like you would at a standard shoot on the targets, okay? If it's a 12 ring, your best shot at a standard 3D course, that's going to be a -2 or an eagle in golf. It's going to take 2 away from your score. If you have a 10-ring shot, it's going to take 1 away from your score. If you hit in the 8 ring, that's basic par. That should be your standard, and you should strive to at least hit that 8 ring on every single target to have no change to your score. If you miss all of those rings, but you hit the target anywhere in its body, then it is a +1 or a bogey. And if it's a complete miss, it's a +2 or a double bogey. So the goal at the end is to have the lowest score possible. Something in the negatives would be a great score. Just, I don't even know. Maybe a -10 is something to shoot for. The Top Guns are going to have on this course. But something a little bit different. I hope people have fun with that. Again, score it the way you want to, but that's the official HUNTSTOCK way to score it. There will be 3 stakes at every single target. So we'll have a stake for traditional shooters and children. We'll have a stake for the hunters, which will be in the middle there, and then we'll have one that moves back at some of the targets. A lot of the times it might be the same as the hunter, but that moves back for what Jerry calls the Top Gun shooters. And look, at any of these, you can move up to a comfortable distance. If that closest stake is still too far for what your skill level is, use your judgment, move up to a comfortable distance. Go ahead and shoot. This is all for fun anyways. We are allowing people to bring rangefinders, so if you want to know the exact yardage of the shot, bring a rangefinder, have fun. Maybe at the end, just on the score sheet, flag that you were somebody who used a rangefinder, write rangefinder on the bottom or something like that. Again, this is for fun. It's going to be a fun course to test your shooting. And a lot of guys like to use 3D courses to get better at their judgment call shots, because a lot of times you don't have that time to range. Stuff happens quickly in the woods. Happened to me a couple of times over the last 2 years where a buck is coming quick. He's coming right at you. He's looking at you. You can't reach around, fiddle around for your range. You just got to judge it and make a judgment call. So if you want to shoot it that way, shoot it that way. I will say there's going to be some targets that seem a little bit closer, a little bit further away than what you expect if you do it that way. So keep that in mind. Weather predictions. Sunny, sunny, sunny. That's what we hope. But be prepared for rain. You have to be prepared for rain or high wind or whatever. Again, go into the weekend like it's a hunting scenario, it's a hunting situation. If there's a little bit of rain, it's not going to be the end of the day. We've all been out in the woods in the rain. In fact, it's my favorite time to be in the woods, do scouting, all that stuff in the rain. Please don't let a little bit of rain, if it does come in the forecast, deter you from coming to HUNTSTOCK. A majority of the event is outside. If it gets seriously raining, we will make some last-minute adjustments and move people into that barn where the main stage is going to be. Think about that. And the majority, there's going to be some great programming that's going on inside, but the majority of the event is taking place outside. Make sure that you are dressing for the weather. You've got sunscreen, and bring a rain jacket just in case it does rain. But we're not going to let that get in the way of an awesome event. We're going to have 2 stages running simultaneously throughout the entire event with programming. There's going to be live podcasts. There's going to be seminars. There's going to be classes and workshops, Q&As, that kind of thing going on both stages all the time. Building out the schedules, I tried to make it so there is a diverse programming happening at the same time. If there's something going on for suburban hunting on one stage, the other stage will likely have something not related to suburban bow hunting. If there's tracking going on one stage, we'll try to make the other one not also have competing tracking seminars going on. So again, look at the schedule, plan out the things that you would like to see, and try to build an itinerary around that. There may be very small changes to the schedule. Things happen. People might cancel last minute or want to switch something around or show up late or something. That kind of stuff might happen. If things change, be able to be flexible. All right, so the basics that many of you probably already know, but HUNTSTOCK is August 12th, 13th, and 14th. That's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. HUNTSTOCK is built around the idea that we are going to support local content creators that are putting content out, whether it's YouTube videos, podcasts, writing books, anybody who is in the Northeast that just wants to teach other hunters and keep this tradition alive. That's what HUNTSTOCK is built around, supporting those people. We are going to have 7 podcasts are signed up so far. We may add more. We have, I think, 15 YouTube pages / hunting groups. So 22 or so local content creators that we want everybody there to support and learn from. We all love getting on YouTube, looking for, in the off season, as the season approaches, let's start getting pumped up. What's out there for content in the Northeast that relates to us? Well, most of you guys will probably have already seen stuff from all of our content creators. Now you can come out, say hello, buy a shirt from them, shoot the shit, introduce yourselves, and just give back to that community, because we realize as hunters, we have an aging population. We need to get more younger people into hunting, and I believe podcasts, YouTube content, and things like that are the way to do it. The old school way of thinking, we have to evolve out of that. The old school shows, I confess, I don't know the famous TV hunting celebrities of yesteryear that were actually on cable. I never watched any of that stuff, but we have to morph out of that and into the future, and that's going to be with podcasts and YouTube and TikTok and all that stuff, whether we like it or not. That's going to attract a younger audience, and this is the hunting show that hopefully bridges that gap from the old school way of thinking into a new age hunting festival that's going to be great for the younger generation. And by the way, guys like me, who I guess I'm middle-aged now and older, we're going to enjoy ourselves at this thing too. We needed something like this, fresh and fun for everybody to do. So that's what HUNTSTOCK is built around. Just a reminder of who's coming to HUNTSTOCK from content creators. Obviously I know, but we'll start with Big Woods Bucks, Northwoods Whitetails, Just Hunt Club, Hunt Suburbia, Rhode Island Whitetails, the Outdoor Drive Podcast, Northeast Hunt and Film, Crossbow Hunting Podcast, Staggercast. Isaac Young's doing something with his own page. He's part of Northwoods Whitetails. Jeff Doyle, also part of Northwoods Whitetails. He's bringing his own setup. Anchor Point East Productions, the Buck Reapers of New England, Manchild Outdoors, Beyond the Boundaries. We've got a million.
I've been reading books and watching YouTube every night. I love the hunting public. I watch those guys on repeat.
Big Woods Bucks will be there in a big way, doing their podcast on Saturday, and many of their team members providing seminars on a multitude of topics. Of course, they're going to be doing seminars. Hal Blood on tracking, Timmy Bolduc on tracking, Rick Labby and Jeff Paradis are doing one on tracking, but I believe other styles of deer hunting as well. Joe Cruzy and Lee Shands are doing stuff on moose hunting. So they'll be doing stuff on all moose. You got Mark and Austin Sheeran doing seminars on hunting in the Adirondacks. So Big Woods Buck's going to be a big part of this weekend. Just Hunt Club. Those guys are putting out awesome content. They're going to be delivering a seminar. Brett Joy from their team will be doing a seminar 2 different days, and they will have a full setup, playing their content, some awesome giveaways at their booth. Make sure you stop in to say hi to those guys. Northwoods Whitetails, another tremendous group of hunters in the Northeast here, heavily with a focus on tracking and big woods hunting as well. But they have a bunch of well-rounded hunters who do a lot of bow hunting, and some of them also will kind of come down into the suburbs and do some suburban hunting too. So those guys have a tremendous amount of knowledge as well. So Big Woods Bucks, Just Hunt Club, Northwoods Whitetails, Hunt Suburbia. My podcast will be going live. I am interviewing Rick Labby from Big Woods Bucks and Jason Del Pilato from Big Woods Bucks. Jason, for those who don't know, is I think the one highlighted suburban hunter that is in the Big Woods Bucks crew, and he is a good one to have. He has multiple state records in New Jersey, and he loves tracking down deer with his bow in the suburbs. And by tracking down, I mean solving that whole suburban equation that a lot of you guys that listen to my podcast know so well. So we're excited to have Jason there. Other guys that are coming, I'll just go down the list. Northeast Hunt and Film Podcast. Jason Alex putting out an awesome podcast about hunting in the Northeast, and also some stuff about self-filming because he's a big self-filmer. The Live Free and Hunt podcast, those guys out of New Hampshire, they'll be down. The Outdoor Drive podcast, those guys are some of my favorite guys. They're going live on Saturday from one of the stages. They're going to be recording podcasts all week from their booth. They've got some awesome giveaways as well. Make sure you stop by their booth to check those out. Crossbow Hunting Podcast. He'll be there going live, doing some stuff about crossbow hunting for all the crossbow hunters out there. Beyond the Boundaries, Ian McKendry from up there in northern Maine. He's coming down. He's got a great channel with some awesome content. I believe he's also starting a podcast of his own, so maybe he'll be doing his podcast there. We've got Staggercast, another great podcast that just popped up, interviewing hunters in the Northeast. If you guys haven't seen Staggercast yet, make sure you check them out. They'll be there. They're going live from a stage one day, and they're going to be recording podcasts from their booth. We've got Anchor Point East, my boy Tyler Forbes and Nathan August. Those guys putting out some awesome content, hardworking dudes. Make sure you stop by their booth. They're also going to be helping out with a new e-bike brand that'll be on site. So make sure you stop by their booth and say hello to those guys. Manchild Outdoors. He's got an awesome setup. He's going to be playing some mini games over at his booth. I think he's got some kind of a little archery mini game for everybody to play that kids will love to do. So make sure you stop by over there and say hey to him. Buck Reapers of New England will be there. They're going to be doing stuff out of their booth. I believe they have a YouTube page they're going to be starting up, but those guys have been around killing a lot of big bucks in New Hampshire and the Northeast for a lot of years, and will have lots of knowledge to share there. Northeast Bow Hunter, some social pages. Northeast Bow Hunter will be there with a booth. They're doing a novelty shoot out of their booth, and if you hit whatever it is that they're doing for a novelty, I'm going to leave it a surprise. When you hit that, they're going to give you a raffle ticket, and I believe he's raffling off a 3D target over there. So make sure you stop over there, say hello to him. Bow Hunt Massachusetts, they'll be there with some swag and an awesome booth setup. Boston Bow Hunter won't be there in an official capacity with a booth or anything, but you're going to see a lot of those guys floating around, having fun, shooting the course, and watching some seminars and participating in the seminars. Jake Bennett's doing a seminar there from Boston Bow Hunter, 2 days, so make sure you check that out. Of course, he's got tons of knowledge to share. Outside of that, I'm sure there's a million other content creators that are going to be there but just didn't want to bring a booth. But that's okay. We'll have space in all future years of HUNTSTOCK for anybody who has a YouTube page or who has some way or reason and a desire to share their hunting knowledge with people. Saddle hunters. So we have a saddle section set up at HUNTSTOCK. And right now, the brands that will be there are Wild Edge, Hang Free, and Hunt Light. Wild Edge out of Connecticut, Hunt Light's out of New Hampshire, and Hang Free's a new brand out of Florida. We've got some brands coming from a long ways away. Veil Camo, those guys who I talked to the other day, they might have a festival set up, or they might just show up to be a part of the event and check it out. And they're coming all the way from Kansas. There's people coming from all over the country. A couple guys from Illinois that reached out that have already booked tickets. So while it is going to be focused on northeastern hunting, there's people coming from all over the country, and that's pretty cool. The saddle section with Wild Edge, Hang Free, Hunt Light, there may be a trophy line rep there too. There's going to be classes daily by each of those brands that are going to be allowing you to get up into their saddles, check out different climbing methods, actually test out saddles and kind of get your feet wet and what it feels like to get up into a saddle. So anybody who's curious about that whole movement, make sure that you go check out that section of the festival area, which is going to be just outside that main indoor barn. Right outside there's a section of trees. All those brands will be set up there. They're going to want you to try stuff out, and they're going to be teaching classes daily. There's some cool programming going on too, like Mass Wildlife is doing a butchering class, showing you they're actually acquiring a deer from a farm and going to take you through the process all the way from field dressing a deer to quartering it and deboning it. And I believe it's going to be a 2-hour it's slotted for 2 hours. It might be a little quicker than that. But anybody who hasn't done that and is curious on how to field dress, how to butcher your own deer, that's going to be there. Backcountry hunters and anglers will be doing a seminar on DIY Western hunting for the Eastern hunters. So anybody who's wanted to go out west, make sure you tune into that seminar and kind of learn the basics on what to expect for a Western style hunt. Joe Judd is going to be there doing 2 different seminars. Check the times in the Ticket Leap description, but he'll be doing seminars on advanced turkey hunting and calling tactics. So if you're big into turkey hunting, make sure you check out Joe Judd's seminar. And beyond that, I mean, it's everybody just come, have a good time, shake hands with hunters that you've been looking up to and watching their content for years. So I just want to say, guys, thanks a lot for believing in HUNTSTOCK. We can't wait to see you on August 12th, 13th, and 14th. Make sure you come. Bring a good attitude. We're all hunters. We're all part of the same family. We're coming together. We're learning things, how to become better hunters and better advocates for the outdoors. Let's just have a great time so that we can do this year in and year out. Gear swap and trail cam donation. Please bring whatever you would like to bring. Don't show up with a garbage bag full of stuff. That's just going to get sloppy real quick. But if you want to bring one item that you don't use anymore but is in good working shape that a young hunter or somebody a little less fortunate than you could use, maybe you walk by your shelf in your hunting section of your house or in your basement or whatever, and there's some perfectly good gear that just hasn't been used in a while. Bring one item. Make sure it's pretty nice, not raggedy, beat up. It's still in good working condition, and bring it to the gear swap tent. Leave it there, and anybody who wants to go in there and grab something, whether you're leaving something there or not, go in there, shop around. If it's something you can use, take it. Old trail cams. I have plenty of trail cams that still work, but I've kind of aged out from using them. Well, somebody who's just getting into hunting and has never used a trail cam before, or some of the older generation who these newer age cameras might be a little confusing. They might find that older trail camera that you have that still works and is in good working condition. They might find it useful. So bring an old trail cam. Bring a piece of equipment, that you're not going to use anymore, and drop it off in the gear swap tent. People can go in and out of there and take whatever they want. And that's it. Show up with a good attitude. Let's have some fun. Let's meet each other. Let's mingle. Let's drink a couple of beers if that's what you're into, but bring a DD. Network with the wonderful content creators that are coming to be a part of HUNTSTOCK and are delivering seminars and sharing their knowledge with you, and also just putting in this effort. recording things, audio editing, video editing, that stuff takes a lot of time. I know sometimes it might seem like it's easy, but audio editing, video editing, putting out consistent content, it takes a lot of time. So come out and show support for the content creators. Say hello. Let's have an awesome time at HUNTSTOCK. So come on out, have fun. I look forward to seeing you guys.